being a test case is not fun. Bald eagle. Yes, man and gal and everybody. Hi. So today is a different day. It's a different one. It's different. But before that, good morning. Why, it's cool. Guys, how you doing? Just wanted to jump on really quickly and say hi. We're now in the new year, 2021. It's February, lockdown 3. Hey. So going through some of the older footage and trying to put together to keep the channel going. Thank you for your support. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. I promised you from the very beginning back in June, July last year when I started the channel that I would keep it 100% honest. And looking back at this particular video just kind of shows me about some of the improvements that I need to do for when for filming. So just in getting the concepts together and sharing my headspace between flying or exams or whatever I'm doing there and being a creator of content and really planning out what I'm doing. So I have to kind of eat some humble pie. So I'm really sorry on this one. It's a little bit information, but stick with it. We're improving. We're getting there. Back to this. Morning, evening, and good night. Look, you'll know my feeling on exams and tests at the ripe age of 24 plus a certain amount of numbers. I'm on my way to Compton, not to fly. Today I have registered to take my third exam, which will be Principles of Flight, and I've got the normal anxiety. It's a horrible day out there. Well, it's not that bad actually. It's light rain, but heavily overcast. I've got the normal anxiety around, but why are my brakes squeaking though? I've got the normal anxiety around taking exams, whereas before it was on the paper. Today will be the first time that we're doing it on the electronic forms. So the CAA, which is the Civil Aviation Authority, or the Civil Aviation Authority, or the Civil Aviation... Anyway, they are the people who... They're basically the aviation government in the UK. Today is a different vibe because it's the first exam I'll be taking, which is being done electronically. But yes, it's the first one I'm taking. I'm waffling because I'm nervous. And they have decided in their infinite wisdom to make all of the exams that you do now electronic. So the paper ones are gone, which I was just getting used to, their format, the question style, etc. But now it's changed. So now you've got to log on with their website, give them your inside leg measurement and all that kind of stuff. And then you sit down and do it on your iPad or your computer, depending on the organisation, or their computer, depending on the organisation or school that you're with. And then you get the result instantly. So I'm a little bit nervous about it because... Why is my hat looking like that? I'm a little bit nervous about it, largely because I was just getting used to the paper. Why'd I have to go and change up the ting, man? But it's as good a day to do it as any, and let's see what happens. Well, I'm here, and a little bit like Brexit and the COVID administration, it seems as though we all thought it was going to be one thing and then it turns out to be another. So I thought they'd stick me in a room, as they have done with the paper one so far, and leave me with my iPad, and I'd log into the secure site and start it there, and then they would invigilate. Apparently no, you can't do that because something, so now you have to go into another room where they've got a computer and you have to be on their system and blah blah blah. And Yeah. And then the other thing I'm now learning is that apparently they're going to be sort of recycling the questions. So the beauty of the paper exams is that you know the format, and there's a certain bank. So it's not so much you learn the exam questions, but you're more familiar. It's more familiar. This is a complete unknown, which is good in the sense that it means you have to have a more comprehensive bit of learning, but frightening in the sense that you have to have a more comprehensive standard of learning. So, here we go. That was horrible. 12 questions for this particular exam. It was Principles of Flight. The first question that came up, I'm pretty sure I'd never read it ever before. And it's just the second guessing. I suppose once you're into the exam and the exam started, it is as would be with the paper exam. You got 12 questions. Each question is multiple choice, 4 answers. You got to pick the right one. So in that, it's not too bad, but easy to second guess and that kind of thing. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to film it. Again, we're in a little room, and the CAA are quite tight on you're not allowed to have this and that and anything that's going to help you. Obviously, it's an exam. The results are instant. I actually thought that once you clicked finish, the results would come straight up. But no, once you're in the system, it's half decent because you can pick any question that you like to answer. You don't have to answer them in sequence 1 to 12 or 1 to 20 or whatever the number is. And you can bookmark questions, you can jump around, you can go back. I actually bookmarked the last question. I'm a bit of a test dummy here at Compton. I think one of the first guys to do it, if not the first. So I bookmarked it and then pressed finish. And then it comes up, you've got one bookmarked, are you still happy to finish? Click on it, it says, yep, thanks, submitted for marking. I actually thought the answer would come straight up. They didn't. You then got to log out of the system here, which is on their computer, log out of the system, and then I would then have to log into my account with the CAA, and the answers are there. Yeah. Passed. 100%. Boom. So what do I think about the system? The system is fiddly to get into, like a lot of systems. It's fiddly to get into. But once you're in there, it's fine. I'll have to get a heater for this room if I've got to do any more. I'll have to remember to dress warm because this room can get a bit nippy. Just to be clear, you don't log onto your own system to take the exam. You log on to the school logs on to the exam for you. And then once you've submitted your finished exam, you log onto your system to see what the result was. Not too bad, CAA. I'm not overly enthusiastic about you changing out the questions every year by 25% or 50% or whatever it is, but there you go. There will be very little flying today. But anyway. Oh, I say that, and then the biplane goes by.